Okay, so we
All
are
right.
going.
Let's
Ready?
pray.
Pray.
Go, Cheryl. Take it away.
Eyes closed.
Eyes
Eyes
closed.
closed. Eyes closed, palms up.
Like what? Like how? Like this? Okay, let me put my phone.
Most High, thank you for your healing presence in our everyday life. Thank you, Most High, for the strength to get up and the energy to get through. Thank you for providing us with peace, love, and guidance in both our heart and our mind. Thank you for providing us with food in our stomach, clothes on our back, and a roof over our head. Thank you, Mother Nut, Mother Nature, and the universe for the sun, the stars, the sea, the sky, the air, the earth, the moon. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for the focus, the clarity, the guidance, the resilience, the love, the light, compassion, and support. Thank you, y'all. Without y'all, we would be nothing. We know, we understand that we are the manifestation of our ancestors' wildest dreams, and we are up for the challenge and we rise to the occasion. May you protect us, may you guide us. We rest assured that we know that you speak through us and that we are representing someone, a community that has definitely been silent. So thank you, Most High, for everything always. Abundantly grateful for you.
Oosh.
Bless the one with my mind, bless the one with my heart, and bless the one with my sacred seat.
I say.
Amen. I love you guys.
I love you guys.
I love you
know.
guys.
I love you guys. I left my drink in the car.
You know I love my Topo Chico. What's
Okay,
that?
we're gonna make. She just making me thirsty because she got a cup.
I saw her wear a
I'm
cover and I thought
sorry.
about it. I was like, you know what?
It's green juice, y'all. It's green
Wait, what
juice.
does it have inside?
I have no idea, but Sage gave it to me, so I know it's
Yo,
good.
shout out to Sage.
Shout out to Sage.
All right, let's get this thing rolling.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we're just gonna say what we got for the store from the intro, whatever. We're just gonna let it flow. First episode. So you guys like, I want to do the intro. I'm trying to think how I want to do it.
Okay.
I trust you.
You trust me? Okay. Well, welcome to the first grand episode of I Am Ladies.
Hey.
So grateful to have y'all here. I am your host, Key, and with me, I have my two other hosts, Jojo, pero call me Jojo,
Enjoy. Like, I call me JoJo.
and Big Cheryls.
Big Cheryl.
Yo, I'm so happy that we're here. Like, sheesh. The emotions that now there's like, it's actually finally here. It's like, it's so surreal.
Right.
Like doing the leisure work and behind the scenes trying to get here. And now we're like finally here. Like, how y'all feel about that?
The alignment is just so real. Like, I've seen a lot of angel numbers. I've been seeing, like, I've been praying. I've been talking to a lot of people, just really getting to know people, really getting aligned with myself, working on myself. And, like, literally everything leading up to this event, like, I just knew. You know what I mean? I'm so
Go ahead. You
Can I curse?
Yes, you can curse.
I'm so fucking excited.
How you feel, Shirley?
I'm feeling I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling like really, really blessed right now. Like really, really blessed. Like coming from where I come from and I'm sitting right now, like 3 months, yeah. I haven't known y'all more than 3 months, yeah.
No.
Like, and look what we doing. 3
Like
months in, you
three
feel
months
me?
later, like we're
Right.
finally here. I feel like I've known y'all for years. Though.
Right.
Right?
Like the energy here is like, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Because like in my journey, like I've like, I told you I've done like 2 or 3, podcasts and stuff, but the relationship is like different.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like my first one, I did do it with people I knew, but it was like the drive to have the same people want to do what I do with the same energy and actually want to do it and put the work in. It's like, it's amazing. Like,
Real.
yeah, I don't know how, I don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
Yo,
love it.
that's what it is for me. Like no tea, no shade.
No
But like I've been talking about podcasts for years because I'm pretty sure you guys can relate. We all know we have the gift of speech, and you
Facts.
know,
Mhm.
we're probably all empaths. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So like I've talked about doing podcasts for so long, and the fact that I've known you guys for 3 months and we're here and we're like, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do
Like
it.
it's
Let's
crazy.
run the play.
time.
Yeah, like
No,
it's
it's
so
literally
it's so
time.
crazy because how the idea came about. We all do business together, and obviously, like our upline was like, "Oh, like I see you do media and stuff like that." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You should definitely do a podcast." I was like, "That's funny because I've been working on it, right?"
Yeah.
And he was like, his ideas for it wasn't the same ideas for me though.
Mm.
You know, it was like, you know, no shade to him,
No
but
shade, no tea.
he was like,
Love you upline.
yeah, love you. But he was like, you should definitely do it, but do it with people who already have results in the business.
yeah.
I was like, at first I got what he was saying, but I'm like, why do I want to do that?
Okay.
Why
No.
not document the,
Yeah,
the
not
way
your
up?
creative.
Yeah, like,
you're creative.
Because I know my creative aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, somebody else who's not creative may not know the creative aspect. They're just looking at like, oh, people with mad results.
Yeah,
We can have
what's
mad
gonna get us
results.
traction?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we can have mad results, but like, do we have like the relationship, like
Mhm.
the energy to?
It's the relationship. Like if
Yeah.
it doesn't flow right, it's not gonna go right.
It's
Like, well, you gotta go with the flow. Literally, for us, it's really natural,
Yeah,
supernatural. Like I met Shirley, and I was like, yo, I don't know you, but we stuck together. Literally, we were having
Literally.
so much fun, and it's just like a natural. Like I was naturally like so like this flow. Like this is.
it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like
I just so
Happy and grateful to be here. Happy and
I'm
grateful to be here.
So happy and grateful. Like so happy, grateful. So we're gonna go around the room. I'm gonna start from my left, and we're just gonna introduce ourselves to the world.
I had to look like from your left.
My left, and I mean, but my hands are going this way. My hands are going this way. But no, we're gonna go around the table. We're gonna introduce ourselves. Like, tell us how we got here. You know, what brought us to. You know, obviously we talk about how we got together, but like, you know, let's dig a little deep and tell the people how we really got together.
From the like, or
Yeah. So, you know, just
me first.
yeah, you're my left, JoJo.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Joelka, pero you can call me Jojo. A little bit about me. I'm Dominican. I was born and raised in the Bronx, New York. Moved to Orlando, Florida. I've been living there for over 10 years with my mother. My mother, dearest, mi mama. I love her so much. Shout out to mommy.
Shout out to mommy.
Shout out to mommy. My parents are divorced. I come from divorced parents. I went from back and forth to New York to Orlando for many years. I went to school. I graduated high school. I went to college. I was actually I'm really passionate about media, you know, things like that. I love this is something I've always wanted to do. I've always dreamed about something that I, you know, eventually in my lifetime knew what I was gonna do. And
girl, big journey.
But I actually went to school for something else, and I absolutely hated it. I hated it. I did not like it.
It's the look in her eyes.
Yeah, it is. Like you could tell she did not want to do it.
I didn't want to be there. Like it was something that I felt like I needed to do, you know, for as a woman, society, family, and I did it, and I just no. Then the C word hit. You know the C word.
Oh, okay. I was like, C word. What's that one?
You know the C word hit, and honestly, like I got actually introduced to something that completely, literally changed my life. Like guys, the way it happened to me, I knew it was for me. I took it, I ran with it, and honestly, like it has been the best 5 months of my life. Like I'm so blessed and grateful to be in this position with such amazing, beautiful women doing something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this.
And now you're here.
And look at that. I'm finally, my dreams are coming to reality. The abundance, the blessings. God bless us all. Like,
God bless us all.
I love it. I love it.
I'm Key. I'm 26. I was born and raised here in Fort Worth, Texas. So I graduated high school at the top of my class in 2012.
Damn, for real? Cause you did not tell me that.
Yeah. Yeah, I graduated at the top of my class in medical professions.
Really?
Yeah, I was supposed to be a nurse.
Hey.
What? I have no idea.
Yeah, I was supposed to be a nurse. I realized my sophomore year of college that I did not want to pursue nursing, but I realized I had a passion for media in a sense. My dad does music production, so I've always had a thing for like music, but I didn't want to produce. But I do have a thing for like media. I always like watching like music entertainment podcasts, like radio shows and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I gotta change. So I changed my major at first to sound recording technology, which is basically producing. I was good at it, but I was like, I don't want to produce music. So I was like, I got to find something different. So I double backed. I did not graduate in radio production. So I just transferred schools. And then I went to school for radio, television, and film, which I love it better because it's like it's teaching you the aspects of all three.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I graduated, I was like, oh, wait, this is what I want to do. So after I graduated, I did do a little time at the local news station. I worked for Channel 5.
For real?
I did. I did the
Lucky.
teleprompter.
Mm-hmm.
I did, but no tea, no shade to radio. I mean, to news, but they didn't pay me nothing. And I only worked part time, so like at that time period, I couldn't afford to just do that. Like, and also I was like working like 2 jobs, and I was like literally close to like my degree. So I'm like going to school full time, working 2 jobs and stuff like that. So I finally got my degree. And then after that, yeah, but I had to go back to work because I couldn't like afford to actually like do the passion that I want to do. I had like I told you, I had a podcast before, but it just didn't go well because of the people that I did it with. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like moving around, just trying to like get it done and not actually figure out like, oh, I have to worry about the people that surround me too. Instead of just producing a podcast because everybody got one. You know, like I really wanted to do it and nobody had the passion. Like I had the passion.
Yeah.
Facts. So after I did that, I was like, okay, like I just worked. Like I literally just worked. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, where is like the money? Like I realized like I had in 3 years, I probably had like 4 jobs. And I was like, I don't like working. Like, it's not that I can't do the work. I just don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
Like,
Who dreams of labor?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
No.
So I was like, I gotta find some like, can I get a sign of something where I can do something on my own that's gonna create income to where like, cause I always dreamed of like traveling on my own. Like I love YouTube. Like I love YouTubers. I love how they film their own YouTube videos. They have their own time and do stuff on their own. So I'm like, I gotta do that. Like I want to do that. How do I get that? But you're broke. Like, what do you do when you're broke? So that's how I got introduced to the platform a year ago. Now, obviously, we're on the same team, but a year ago we wasn't. So a year ago, I got introduced to the platform by one of my homeboys that I knew locally that I used to work with. He was into what we're into now. And I got into it, and I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, I'm finally doing what I want to do, was make extra money. Like, I can finally do what I want to do. I fell in love with the process, but it started getting like a job because I wasn't getting treated right? So I took a hiatus and I had to go back to work again because I literally quit my job to pursue it full time and I wasn't making no income. Like I literally lost like everything.
Bold.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was, but I really did feel like I could take it like full time though at that time
trust
period.
yourself.
Like but then it was like 3 months, 4 months down the line, I wasn't doing nothing. Like, and like just shit just was like hit me. So I finally like took a break. I took a 3-month hiatus.
Okay.
And then after my hiatus, I came back, and that's like,
Okay.
now we here now,
Right.
and we're together. Like I knew I wanted to come back to the platform. I
Yeah.
didn't know why. Like I found the value in it, but I really thought it was because of like what I was capable to do. But I guess it was something totally different.
Yeah.
Like I realized it's like, no, you want to do that, but this is not what you're supposed to do.
Right. But you see how like, this is done for you. Imagine if we could do for somebody else.
Exactly. And
Like,
that's my
and
biggest
that's the
thing is
thing.
to influence other people to really think that they can do whatever it is that they want to do, no matter like.
I'm in a trance, bro. Like I'm so I'm like in a flotation type of like frequency.
I'll be honest, you even your demeanor is very high frequency right now. Like you look very plugged into a higher, like honestly
on what it is, a flow state.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm on a flow state.
That's
like,
a good
literally,
thing. That's good energy.
The rest, I don't know. Like I just feel like
like you're on cloud.
Really, like it's
That's
amazing.
That's when you know you're doing what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. When you do
Right.
like when you don't even have to try to do it. You just
do.
I'm doing this. Don't tell me what else to do. Don't tell me what else to do. So
Right.
yeah, that's just my, that's
Beautiful.
my story. So we're gonna go back To our beautiful Shirls.
Big Cheryls with the big curls. My bad.
Now you good.
So hey, okay. So we're gonna just go through it because I'm a little nervous, y'all.
It's okay, man.
And you know,
Bear with us, but you know what?
Let me
These
tell
fans
you-
are gonna see us grow.
Yo, let me
Take
tell you
your
about these
time.
nerves though. Let me tell you
Let's
about
go.
these
Talk
nerves.
about it.
Cause I gotta talk about it, sis. Cause
Let's
that's
talk
the only
about
way.
it.
That's the only way I get through stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Transparency all
That's a
here for
fact.
it.
all
We're
the
here
time,
for
all
you.
day. You know, that's how I know I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. You know, because it's
Mhm.
like I have not been this nervous, y'all. You know how they say like if you the smartest person in the room, get out that room.
Right.
I have not been nervous like this. Like, yo, y'all, we was in the room with mad chairmen yesterday. Keep
Wait,
it a buck with y'all.
espérate.
And I
What's
was
the
not.
chairman?
I was not.
What's the chairman?
What's a chairman?
We can't just put like a definition out here.
Oh, can we do that?
I'll
Yo,
do
that's
that. I'll
so
edit it.
cool.
Right
Right
here.
here. Can we all do it? Chairman.
But yeah, we was in the room with a lot of
We'll just say
6, 7, 8,
yeah,
9
exactly.
figure earners,
10,
and
11, 12,
I was not this
13.
nervous yesterday. I'm gonna be honest. I was like,
We was chilling. We was big chilling. We were
Big
all
chilling.
big
But-
chilling.
so yeah, I'm raised in Yonkers, raised in Uptown Bronx as well. I kind of, since I left my house at 17 years old, you know, I kind of call every part of New York home. I'm just from New
Mhm.
York, you feel me? And I've been living in New York all my life. I'm literally, my presence, my existence is literally the representation of, I'm a product of every failed system and I still persevere. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Like the education system failed me, the health system failed me, the justice system failed me. I'm be honest, every system
Whatever
out there
system.
failed me. And I'm here. So
Look at
yeah,
that.
so like that's just who I am. Like I'm a humanitarian, I'm a light worker,
Mhm.
I'm an entrepreneur. I honestly only got into this entrepreneur life because I understand that like the only way to do for others is to have resources. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mhm.
can't build real wealth in America, especially as a Black woman. And so I had to find my boss and hire myself. You feel me?
Period.
And
Let's talk about
I
it.
wish that onto every other person, not just women, just onto every other person, because you know the life of an employee, right? Like, so I come from, full transparency, y'all. I come, you know, I'm from the hood. Like I'm Dominican, like, and selling drugs and getting street money is way too common in our community. You get what I'm saying? So like, my family has touched millions. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They've touched millions, but they got nothing.
Mhm.
And that's the reason why I took this lane, you know, like, and during the George Floyd protests and all that stuff, and during C season, you know, my life really changed because, you know, working the job, I've been working since what?
My bad. I don't want to interrupt. My love. We don't say jobs around here. We're not even gonna say that word. J-O-B.
The J word.
The J
Oh,
word.
the J word.
I was at a J word since I was 17. You know, I moved out at 17 because, you know, I didn't have the best home. You get what I'm saying? And I had to be out, like, in the name of self-preservation, you know? So, yeah, I moved out at 17, and because I moved out, I've just been working and 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 thinking I'm doing enough because I'm working and working and working and working and working. And C season really, like, it made me sit the fuck down and see what I need to really work on, you know? And that's when I really walked into my power, and I stand in my power today, y'all, in front of y'all, and I'm able to say I'm a light worker, you know? Like, I'm a healer, you know? And
Absolutely.
yeah, bro.
I love that.
Absolutely.
So, like, for people who may not know,
Yeah. Talk to me.
what
you.
is
Shout out to Key.
a light worker?
A light worker. So you know how you say shadow work?
Mm-hmm.
A light worker is someone that has done their shadow work to the point that they are able to pour more light into the world than have to deal with their own darkness. I feel
okay.
like that's my best definition of a light worker.
So do you do healing too?
Yeah.
You heal too?
definitely,
Oh shit!
Like,
got
I
chills.
read cards. What? Talk to me.
Look, Shirley. Let me tell you one thing that happened with Shirley. I had sent Shirley a voice note, like a random, like 20. I think it was like less than 10 seconds on a voice note. And then she asked me a question. I answered. And then she had called me. I think it was like a day later. She's like, "Yo, I want to talk to you. That voice note was concerning, and I know something's wrong." And I'm like, "I know you want to talk to me. Talk to me." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?" I literally started bawling, crying because I've been wanting to talk to her, but she's been so busy. You know what I mean? And I know you say call you whenever. I do. And I knew I was gonna see you soon. I knew we were gonna talk person in person. You know, and we were gonna vibe out. I was like, it's okay. You know what I mean? I can. But you had called me. I just started bawling, and then I was just like, oh my god. You know what I mean? I love you. I appreciate you. Like she can literally sense it.
Yeah, bro. That's I'm telling you, like I'm an empath, bro. Like when you in the people say people use the people throw the phrase people over profit around too loosely.
Too
You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about it.
Like I when I say people over profit, I'm really a people over profit person. Like
Yes, you are.
I pride myself in knowing my people. I pride myself in understanding that people are just surviving. You get what I'm saying? People are just dealing with their unprogramming themselves and reprogramming themselves all the time. So I just look for the signs and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, when I got into the business and I build the people that I'm bringing into the business.
Yeah.
I always wanted to have a close relationship. Like you know, obviously we have a set launching system.
Yeah.
But I want to create my own launching system versus people's, not only their situation and where they want to go, but who are they?
Yeah.
Like, not like how we talk about, oh, you're red, you're yellow, like you're like who
getting deeper.
are you? Like, you know, like how we wanted to do media, right? If we didn't talk to each other, how do we know that? But like when you have a leader or somebody who's supposed to be like your quote unquote mentor, do they know that about you? Like, are you confident enough to tell them, like, this is me?
That part.
Yeah,
that
like,
part.
and that's what, like, I have a passion in doing. That's what, like, me, I'd rather just be behind the scenes and get to know a person and help them around that versus doing, like,
the emotional connection.
Yeah, I love the emotional connection with people. Like, I love, like, where people come from, how they come from, where they, you know,
What
like,
makes you you?
yeah, like, what makes you, how did you get there? Like, I love conversations like that. But it's very bad though, because it's not some, like, in some, I'm not saying all in the business, but a lot of proportion of the business, that's the biggest problem.
You know what it is though? I feel like we're in like I know the business. I know the platform has been around for a while, but I still very think that it's in its baby stages.
It is like,
you know,
we they talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I feel like it's on this
still,
road to
like,
elevation. Yeah, like that's why we're in the business. You know that, like to elevate that integrity, because everything else is there. You feel me? It just needs to be bettered.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean,
you know what's crazy? Like, I think this is just amazing, and you know those things that start off really, really small.
Yeah,
and they
get really, really, like, you know, like, we're one of the first people.
Yeah,
I don't think y'all know.
That's like Bitcoin at that's like Bitcoin at 60 cents.
But that's the thing. I don't think y'all know, but you see us. I know an opportunity when I see it.
Yeah.
You know,
like
what I mean?
they're gonna like they always teach us, like, how people don't like our business.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the same way. They're gonna be like, why? What are they doing?
I remember when wait, actually, and
yeah,
I said no, and you I'm trying to create generational wealth for you, my guy. And you're telling me no?
There's so, and the bad part about it is there is so much out there that people don't know about. You feel
don't
me?
know what you don't know.
Like, even in, like, look at the entertainment business. Like, there's YouTube, there's radio shows, there's podcasting. That's an industry within itself in entertainment.
Right. And you know, there's so much abundance to go around for everybody.
Literally, you can just find what you want
everybody to eat.
Literally.
Not for everybody to eat. There should be, like, there's a lot of competition. A lot of people don't like to give you the sauce. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did, my guy. I do not care. I want you to eat with me.
That's a
I'm
fact.
not greedy.
You know, that's how I knew that this business was for me. You know that because like right before I got into this business, I was developing my 2 companies. You get what I'm saying? Like the health and beauty. I own a online health and beauty marketplace called Smins.
Can we put her website on the thing?
Right here.
I'll put it in.
Smins, and I was also developing a wellness center, a multifunctional wellness center that was going to be a juice bar by day and a wellness center by night. And when I found this business, literally everything my businesses stood for, that's what was happening here. You get what I'm saying? Like the integrity, the intentions, what were you saying, Joe, right before I started talking just now?
Like, what do you mean? Like, with, like,
giving people's information. Sharing
like,
information.
just giving people the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, and I was with the online beauty and marketplace, right? So we're gonna drop workshops. Cause when I opened it, my intention was to have it 100% black, right? Like an Amazon, but black, right? Like the beauty supply, but black.
I know, right? I know what you're talking
like,
about.
yeah, the Botanica, but black.
But black.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So when I was in the pursuit of that, there was nothing. There was either they were black beauty health product makers that were too concentrated on what they were doing and they didn't want to do wholesale, or there weren't any for the product I was looking for. So in this business, they give out all the sauce because they want to create what's lacking.
Yeah.
And with Smins, we wanted to create what was lacking in the beauty industry. You feel me?
In our community.
You get what I'm saying?
And literally
so
for our
like
community.
literally, bro, like workbooks, all that shit. Like give all the sauce out.
God, that's amazing.
Give all the sauce out.
Gotta give all
like
the
you
sauce out.
like my thing is like I remember like I love clothes. Like I don't know if y'all know, but I love clothes. And I asked people, like, I go up to anybody like, yo, I love your shirt or I love your pants. Where'd you get it? How much did it cost? Like, I don't care. Because if I like it, I'm going to buy it. So, but people will be like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember. You lying. You remember. You just don't want to tell me.
It's the ego for me.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, when people ask me, I'll be like, look, I went to Goodwill, my love. $6. You can go to and dress it just like this. You don't need to be spending my money for what? You know what I mean? So
it's
like
so
I don't anything you need from me, any question, I got you.
It's so crazy that you said that. We were just like at our event that we got was like that. Where like they talk about you don't flash what you got.
Yeah.
Invest in what you got.
Invest.
Literally. You making 12K a month, put it back somewhere.
Yeah.
But that goes back to what we were saying earlier about people don't know who they are.
Right.
You have to develop who you are.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that's like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. Sit your people down and figure out their purpose. Yeah. That's why they tell us it's 90% spiritual, 10%.
Definitely.
Like 90% personally develop your people.
And that's when disappointment happens. You get what I'm saying? That's when disappointment happens. That's when imposter syndrome happens. Because you're creating expectations for someone else's success, and that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
right.
You know
it's not gonna work. Because you mean to tell me that apparently you have what I want, but do you know what I want?
I'm so sorry, like
I'm just saying.
Look. I feel like the JoJo that you guys see right now. Actually, not even the JoJo. The Joelka that you see right now.
Talk that.
Was not the same JoJo. Like, a lot of, mental battles I had to overcome. A lot of things within myself that, I needed to work on. Because people saw something in me and I would question it. Like, I'd be like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm like, what do you mean? Really just doubting myself. And I knew there was something that I was lacking within me. And like when I was introduced to this platform, like he was like, yo, like these are some books that you need to read or watch these videos or do this and take notes, because I was self-developing. I was learning how to meditate. I was, praying, really getting a routine and grateful because I move with love. And like, I'm always thankful. I'm always grateful for everything in my life. So I knew that, but it was just really mentally like, how do I work on that? So when I joined the platform, they actually taught me, like, literally the calls, like the books, listen to this, watch this, take notes, and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And I really like, the questions, and I would go over them and I would talk to myself. And I'm like, yo, and then literally like, I'll be like the next day, I'm gonna, change, instead of doing, what I used to do, I'm gonna change this. And literally little by little. And right now, like where am I right now? I'm so proud of myself, like, and I just thank this platform so much what it's done for me, because look at me right now.
Imagine like still in 6 months when you're still like we're still developing,
right?
This is still the baby stage,
still the baby stage.
Like imagine us when we actually like shh
Wow. And you know what's crazy is that we teach other people to do that.
Yeah.
Like we literally read people's like, look, we're gonna get you money, my guy. We're gonna get you to your goals, sis. And on top of that, we're gonna work on your mental.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know, we just literally like it's generational curses. Like it's from us to our kids, because my kid's gonna be listening to BP.
No,
Big
I
BP.
always imagine myself like meditating and listening to like meditations with
your
like when
kids.
with like my kids and like while I'm like pregnant and stuff. I don't know why. Like I feel like because you know like a baby actually develops stuff. Like
Yeah,
they can hear
definitely.
you
Yeah.
while they're in the womb.
I don't want to
Like they can hear you. So I was like, oh, why don't you just meditate with your kid?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't think a lot of people do that because it's like that kind of like develops the kid before they're even here.
But you know, is that self-awareness that it takes to do that is not common, bro.
It's not. It's not common.
Like
It's
nobody
not.
wants to be like, I feel like a lot of the time when it comes to parenting, people parent out of comfort,
Right.
like out of convenience.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? A lot of people don't parent. Like they're like, oh, I don't want. I feel like a lot of parents parent out of fear. Like they're like, nah, because if my kid go do that somewhere else, they'll probably like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
they
gon-
won't. They'll turn out
They
this
gonna
way.
call them crazy or something.
Or like,
Like,
I don't want
But
nobody
it's
calling my
crazy
kids
though
crazy.
because that's the problem that most people deal with in their adult stage is not
Mhm.
developing their stage. Like they end up being what their parents told them they're not.
Right.
They don't want them to be.
Mhm.
But
Like,
it's that, you know, they make decisions for you instead of asking
yeah.
what it is that let your kids be. Like let them be. Like, you know, I come from a fix, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that. And when I was spoken against it, like I don't want to, why would you want to do that? Are you crazy? Like, are you sure? And I'm like,
Yo, you know that's
Like-
the importance of finding it in between as a parent. Shout out to my parents. I have no kids.
Yes,
Yeah, I
me
don't
either.
know.
I
Let's
don't
knock
have
on
kids.
I
some
can
wood
only
here
speak
real quick.
from this experience from being from being a kid.
But,
But like my mom, like she like
Yo,
like I was able to do whatever I wanted. You heard?
Right.
Like all day, every day. And that I'm gonna be honest, that really like everything happened for a reason, of
Mhm.
course. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But like if I would have got pushed just a little bit,
yeah.
like just a little
Like if she would have
like,
read you,
like if she didn't have to work
yeah,
to survive,
right.
you know what I'm saying? And she would have been able to be
Right.
developed, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not be in
Yes,
poverty, you know what I'm saying?
The
that
proper
would've- you know,
resources in our
deadass-
community.
I probably would have been president by now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Honest-
Like-
Wait, you are big. You are the first
But you can't
lady.
be.
You're the
Yo,
first
I'm re-
lady.
Watch out,
Oh.
2046. I'm running. Just know.
First lady. I'm,
2046.
honestly, I'm right there. You know?
we're gonna be your sponsors.
Right.
Bro, we got 25 years to run it up. You heard?
Honestly, how old
25
are we? Let's not talk about age.
I'm 25, baby.
I
Oh,
said
I'm
I was 26.
Wait,
I said
like
my
okay,
age.
so then how it's 25 plus? No, that's 51 decades. It was 25
But
plus
ain't you
25.
like for you to be president, you gotta be like
50,
35
right?
or above.
yeah, but you
35?
still have to do some type like don't you have to have a law degree
Don't you
or
gotta-
You know what it is? I don't want to. So I have like you know, I want to open a well, the well in like every hood I can, and I want to
Okay.
open factories and like
ah
a holistic beauty school and like you know what I'm saying. So I'm okay with being president at 51.
Okay.
Because I got a lot of stuff to do for the
Yeah,
hood.
you have to.
we gonna get you a law
honestly,
degree or something.
Yeah, yeah.
like
You know, in New York, you could read the law. You don't even got to go to law school.
Shit.
For
Yeah,
real?
you could work in the law profession for 8 years, and then just pass the bar exam, and you got your law degree.
period.
I'm actually gonna do that.
Does
That's
that
why
work in another
you,
state?
you have to figure out if your state
It's like
allows
if you
you to
move,
do that. But
okay.
yeah, so that's why I'm so happy. Like, yo, yeah, I used to be so sad that I didn't go to college. Yeah, like so sad, bro. Like so,
Mhm.
like just feeling bad about myself.
I
Like,
think the only
'cause
thing I regret about going to college is that I didn't do enough in college, like curriculars and
Mhm.
actually like developing my personality out to people.
Mhm. You, sorry.
No, you're good. I think I was done.
Like, but like you know how many people like.
What happened?
Like I talked to about like that went to college and they're like I've learned so much not going to college with and saving myself all that debt.
No, that's definitely like the downside of
Look.
school.
I loved college for the experience.
Definitely.
Like that shit was fun. It was fun. Like I met so many great people. Like yo, the parties were mad lit. Like for that stage, like it was just fun. I was really like I come from a strict household. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
allowed to do anything. Like, you want to go out? I don't think so. I'm like, damn, I'm like
I did
18,
too, but
like,
then I still didn't do anything when I got to college.
for real?
Oh,
No, I just like I needed that
Seriously.
time to really go out there and do whatever it is I wanted to do.
Yeah,
Without
you
somebody
gotta get
telling
that
me
out of
I
you.
couldn't do it. So I took those years to do that. And college was like I did college because I felt like it was the right thing to do. Pressure, and like I didn't do it. I just knew, but I just did it, and I just had fun with it. You know what I mean? But if I could, system save myself, save yourself
100K.
time and energy, like I wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. I feel like this business is my college experience.
Low key,
Yeah,
because it's still an
absolutely.
educational.
Like, you see
Yeah,
how
and
we
like
get
just
in
the
houses together?
Airbnb, like we're
Right,
dead as
frat, like-
we're dead as 10 of us in that Airbnb. That's my
Mhm.
dorm experience. Like
They're
Right?
literally-
like,
Literally, it is.
I'm
Our
like
dorm
I'm the
experience.
RA and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like I honestly like
Literally.
and I saved myself hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Everything happens for a reason.
Because low key,
Yeah.
we do. I wouldn't say party, but we vibe like college kids.
It's like we all
But all
get
of
in
us
one
is young.
room.
Yeah.
But all of
like-
us is mad young. Like, there's nobody in our group that's 30.
No,
I think the oldest person is like 28.
28.
Who's
Yeah.
28?
Chris is 28.
Really? I
Shout
thought
out,
he was younger.
shout out Team Mambo, you heard?
Chris is
Oh.
28.
Yeah, Chris is 28.
Sheesh.
Chris is 28. I thought he was younger.
He
Like-
may be 27.
Oh, okay. He looks younger.
He does
I
like-
love
you know,
Chris.
Black don't crack.
That's
It really
facts.
don't.
We don't
but-
even look our age.
Yeah, no.
We
Like,
think,
when
"Yo,
I
you
told my age
18,
to somebody,
mommy?"
yeah, like, I told
No,
who did I tell
21.
my age to yesterday? I told somebody my age yesterday. And they was
Tony.
like, oh, yeah, I told Tony.
Shout out to Tony.
And Tony was like, you're 26? So he was like, nah.
El Tigre.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm 26. He's like, no, you look like 21.
El Tigre.
Y'all don't know what that is. That's a tiger.
That's a
In this-
tiger. Like,
Some people may not know that. you
That's
know, you
the
feel
thing.
me?
Key. So some people may not know, but so all three of us are on here, but this was Key's like idea.
Yeah,
Right?
it
Like,
was
it
a
was.
good idea.
Yeah.
This her baby, we're helping her water it.
Right.
What to the listener that's hopping on and like trying to figure out what to expect with this?
I
Mm.
feel like a bunch of craziness. Only
Right? I
because
feel like you're so unexpected.
yes, only because we're
Like-
unexpected. We have like mad personality and
That's
stuff
right.
like that, but a lot of insight
Right.
on like what it is to live your life.
Right.
Like
With adversity. and
with
all.
adversity, different things like being a woman, being a black woman in the industry, or just in life in general, just giving advice and educating like the masses.
Right.
Like when you come here, you ain't got to worry about what's going on outside. Like,
Mhm.
you can sit down, listen to us any time of the day and just like get the laughs, the jokes, the
Right.
play, all that. Like,
I feel like our voices are aesthetically, right? Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
aesthetic.
yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing. Right? Does
I-
that sound
Yeah.
does
I
that
feel
sound
like-
hot?
I feel like all the hood girls is gonna be like, yeah, Shirley
Yo.
has a little rasp in her voice. Yeah, we
No,
love
I
it.
have this vision, like, bro, in my head. I already expect, like, people's gonna be like, Shirley's like that. Woo! Like that.
I
Like,
love
she's
Shirley.
gonna be like, I wouldn't say like obnoxious, but the obnoxious personality that everybody's gonna be like,
The New Yorker.
Like
yeah, the one that's unexpected
like,
every single
no,
time.
Like I love big shows. Her
She's
name is
mad funny.
Big Bag Shows for a reason. Because I remember the first event that we were at together, and we was I'm loud. Like I can get loud. I'm lit. I do not care. I do get lit. I do not care. And I went up to her. There was music. They were
Oh yeah, doing the little
the
yeah.
accomplishments. And I go up to her and we're like dancing. She's like yelling. And I'm like,
top of my
"Damn."
lungs.
And I'm like, I go back and I'm like, I hear her. I went back because she was screaming. And I was like, I love it. Like,
Yeah.
she's such a
Yeah.
ball of beautiful
It
energy.
is,
Like,
it
we
is.
just want to dance in.
And you know what's crazy, y'all? I used to be the quiet friend.
What?
You used to be the quiet friend.
The
Shirley?
quiet
No
friend.
way. The one that sat in the back?
The one that sat at the back.
Are you serious?
I used to have social anxiety.
I have
used-
social
oh my
anxiety.
I used to hate
God.
giving personal buys and highs.
Are you serious? I don't believe that. Are you
I promise you, yeah.
serious?
That is the importance of personal development.
That's
It is because some
facts.
people still like can't look people in the eye when they like when
Right?
they say hi.
Yeah. And
Like-
now I'm just, if there's anything you can expect from me is energy.
Energy,
Like,
big energy.
Energy is very important though.
Key keeps me like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Key?
get, Key's really
the
like
balance.
the balance. So I feel like,
I guess so.
like
Mhm.
this podcast, like, I see us when we're like all together in the house just chilling, and I'm like, I can only imagine for this podcast. They're gonna be like, yo, these, can I say the B word?
Yeah.
These bitches crazy.
Oh God.
Like, like it's just it's awesome possum.
Yeah.
It is. It's very
awesome.
like different perspectives. I like the vibes, but that's really just what people expect. Like,
Right,
don't expect the same.
right. Like,
Same.
I
Every
have, I have a
episode.
really good question.
what's up?
What's your question?
Okay. Who are you representing for?
Okay. You know, you know what's crazy? I was gonna ask you a similar question because I know me and you are Dominican from the Bronx, but your mom let you do whatever. My parents were super strict, so we have like similar backgrounds, but then we also grew up differently in the same culture.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
I grew up with like my parents and my people. Like my parents basically were the outsiders. They were the black sheets of their culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I completely
And you know what's crazy? I'm super traditional, like
Yeah.
the very traditional, like what you would expect when you go to to Dominican Republic. Like I'm so like it's crazy, like literally how traditional
I'm the opposite.
it is. So you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I know how it is because I do have met like people as well who are also in the same culture who are also Dominican, but they feel out of place. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's crazy how we have similar backgrounds but two different experiences. Like it's just it's amazing.
You know what it is? It's because all my life I was too black for the Spanish girls and too Spanish for the black girls. So I'm like, yo, I'm just black.
That's crazy because
Like,
when I met y'all, I really did think y'all was black.
bro, because
Yeah.
I've never
'cause I
seen
am.
like black Dominicans, but you know, obviously I'm from.
Well, I'm gonna show you a picture of my father.
Yo, I can show you a picture of my whole family.
Like, you're
They're
gonna
like,
be
oh yeah,
okay.
they're like, you know, I was like, oh, they're black, they're cool, you know. When y'all say y'all, no, I heard y'all speak Spanish, and I said,
Yeah.
how the hell?
That's what it be for people.
Right?
I was like, y'all speaking Spanish? What are y'all like?
Right?
You're like, oh yeah,
People
we're
just-
Dominican.
People get so shocked. Like
I was shocked.
like literally, like I was just like chilling, like you know what I mean. And I had said something, and people were like this. I'm like, I don't understand why you're.
It's
so
the
shocked.
scatter for me.
Literally like
It's
that,
the
like
they be like, Shirley, you speak Spanish?
Spanish. Like yes.
Like
Literally.
yeah, I used to. It's so funny because I meet Dominicans and I'm like, but are you like? They be like, word, you're not. You can't be Dominican.
For
And I, yo,
real?
I swear to God, and I'd be like, what are you, the creative director for Dominicans? Like,
You not Dominican. Let me
Like,
see the blueprint.
what is
you
the-
are not Dominican.
Like, but
And then
nah.
Key is like, where are you from, Key?
I'm from Fort Worth. I'm just black,
She's black.
just African American. I'm not really mixed. Well, my granddad's mixed with Hispanic, but that's it.
Okay.
But that's like
I feel like
this
I,
much to me.
I feel like you give me indigenous people.
Indigenous.
You know, a lot of people who give them self-proclaim themselves as African American are just indigenous people.
I could feel that. I feel that. Like I really, cause I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
born in America, black.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
I took some pictures. Like, look, we had went to the arena, whatever. And I'm like, Key, let's take a picture. She's like, no, I don't want to take a picture. I'm like, Key, let's take a picture for memories. She was like, no, I don't want to take a picture. I'm like, whatever, fine. You don't want to take a picture. Yesterday, she did her makeup, all that. I was like, okay, this is what she was waiting for, right? Let's take a picture. Oh, no.
No,
We're gonna
I just
take
didn't
the
have on
picture.
my shoes. Like you wanted me
And
to take a
then-
picture,
and-
and it was mad cold outside.
Pero no, the pictures came out bomb. Super bomb. Like, I absolutely love the pictures. And you were like, send all of them to me. You're welcome. Like, I knew it. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I love she's
Like with
a
me,
model, honestly.
I'm very well. For one, like I'm a shy individual.
Mm-hmm.
It's very surprising.
I'm surprised. To be
Like a
honest
lot
with
of people be like, "You're shy."
Mhm.
Like I told, like when I first met Shirley and I was talking to them and they was like, "Yeah, like you're shy. Like you don't come out as a shy person." But I'm like,
Right.
I'm very reserved. Like
Yeah.
I just don't let people in like that.
You
So when
know-
people be telling me like, "You need to do this," or "You're like really this," I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, I just have like this tiny voice. Like I'm barely like I'm 26 years old and I'm barely getting to the point where like I'm letting my personality ride.
Right.
Like I used to not talk. like confrontations, I don't do it with confrontations.
No.
I hate confrontations. I don't. I
How-
never had a fight in my life.
Really?
Yo, I've had many.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
I've never had a fight in my life. Like, you know, obviously people
Like
have,
physical
like,
fight.
Yeah, physical fights, never had one.
Hey, yo, don't let me.
Because
Don't
I
pick on my
literally, like,
earrings.
because I don't deal with confrontations,
And
I
you don't
literally
have to.
stop you. Like, I stop people before they get to it.
Right.
Like, I've already, but I think what I'm misunderstood for is because people think once I walk away and I don't say anything, I'm like fake or something. Like, I'm entitled to tell you what you did wrong when
Girl,
you should have known.
You don't own anybody's shit.
Facts, but that just,
Okay.
you know,
But
like,
Wait, hold on.
You know,
Pero-
sometimes the Most High puts adversity in your life so you can handle it. So that person who's being not the greatest doesn't go around keep doing that.
that's a
Right.
fact.
So-
That's why, like, a lot of stuff I take the high route.
Right.
Because I really, to be honest, for a long time, like, I ain't gonna say a long time, like, majority of my life, I believe in karma.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh,
I literally
yeah.
believe in karma because I'm like, okay, well, whatever you did is gonna handle. And literally, every time I'll find out about it.
Mhm.
The most randomest time is somebody will tell me, like, oh, that person, well, that's what they get. Oh, well, karma. Like, that's why I don't fight. I don't argue with you. Like, I'm
Right.
just gonna walk away. Like, you know, we can sit down and have a civil conversation, but the moment you start raising your voice, I'm getting
No,
up.
thank you.
Because, like, for one, I have a slick mouth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
People don't think I do, but I do.
I know this.
I have a slick
I know
mouth.
this.
Like, especially when you start getting disrespectful. Like, don't because I'm very reserved. I get everybody's situation.
Right.
I get I can relate to anybody, but the moment you start disrespecting me after, like, I've shown you who I am up close and personal off the rip, you can't get mad because I move different.
Right.
Like, that's just how I am. If you can't accept it, I can.
Oh, dudes. I don't
What can I do?
like
Facts.
when I met Key. Like we were in the same. Oh, we were in the P1K factory.
Shout
We
out to
was-
T-Bag.
Shout out to
Yes.
T-Bag.
T-Big.
Y como. Sorry.
No,
Like,
no, sorry. Be yourself.
Honestly, like you guys gonna be hearing Spanish because I be talking to Key in Spanish, and she be like, "Well, I'll be like, oh my bad, let me translate this for you," because it just comes out like.
I
so,
feel like
warning,
I be understanding, but I don't understand.
like warning, just so like nobody would be confused, like why she's
Listen, in like 4
Spanish.
months, bro, Key gonna be talking Spanish.
right. Chris
Like,
be like, "Yo, I nodded my head, but I didn't understand what were you just saying, but I understand, I get it. Like don't worry." I'm like, okay, got you.
Facts.
Pero I had met her, and like our first conversation, I was like, she a little shy, but I feel like there's something inside her that I know like she not too shy.
that's
she
the triple
look
Gemini you
innocent.
felt.
Like she look innocent, but I feel like you know. And the more conversations I had with her, I'm like, and when she told me she was shy, I was like, I don't believe that.
You know,
I
I
really
think,
don't.
you know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a theory
What's up?
that shy doesn't exist.
Okay.
That shy is just like a defense mechanism to stop yourself from getting hurt by people because you're used to really shitty people.
Oh, well, okay.
I can
And-
feel that.
And
I've
I
never heard
only
that. I
say
like
that
that.
because I used to be shy.
But that's why I was
like shy.
What's
shy.
the definition of shy?
Let me
Can,
pull
can we look that up?
Really
Because
good.
you know people be like, "Yo, I'm shy," but like that's all I've heard. Like for especially coming from women, why are you shy?
Yeah.
Women have a lot of confidence.
Yeah,
very
but that's because
true.
we're always being told to either be bigger or put ourselves as smaller.
Or
Yeah.
you're doing too much. Who's doing too much? Are you doing it? Have you seen that reels? Like she's like, I don't like her because she's doing too much, and he's like, are you doing enough? With the little music.
Suspicious, distrustful, or wary.
Wow, really?
Timid. Yeah.
Oh,
Reluctant. Yeah. I'm thinking that distrustful, that's shy.
Yeah. Like, but distrustful, like in what sense?
I feel like you don't like, you know what that's the same thing with someone when someone says they're a loner.
okay,
No
like
one's
an
a loner.
introvert?
Nobody wants to be by themselves. Like you may not be very talkative.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you're a loner or you want to be shy or you're like shy. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like I just feel like it's a defense mechanism. I feel like we're so used to shitty people in our day to day, every day, that we got to put up these walls so they can't penetrate.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
So
Because
we won't get hurt.
we don't trust them with our feelings. We don't trust them to treat us right because they
Right.
don't.
because we don't know them.
most times.
We
You
don't
get
know
what I'm
their
saying?
intentions.
So we're just like, we're reserved and we're observing and we're making sure that it's like you know cats, how cats don't like coming around. They like
Oh, cats
watch.
hate people.
They watch
watch
the
you.
environment and
Yeah.
then randomly they just come lay on your lap.
Yeah.
You
Like
know
I feel
what?
like that's how like shy people
it's,
are.
it's like
they watch.
it's an energy thing too.
It
Yeah.
is.
Because like I feel energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've met
Mhm.
people, and I'm like, I'm gonna be polite, but let me protect my energy. But I'm gonna be polite, and and say hi, like what's up, and I keep it pushing because I already know. Like when I naturally gravitate towards people. Like with child, like yo, I you know what I mean. But
Mhm.
sometimes like I meet people, and I'm like, let me like not to be like, you know what I mean, because energy, you receive other people's energy, and like I just know, and I know who to,
Yeah, I
and who
feel like
not
I
to.
can sense somebody without even meeting
Right.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like even through a text message, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that person right there.
No.
Especially because language, the choice of language says so
Right.
much about you.
Right.
Yeah, it does. Like
Right, Grant. Like we don't say good morning. We say rich rising. Well, Shirley says rich rising. I love that. We say grand
Yeah.
rising.
I want
Grand
to speak.
rising.
I want to
Big
speak
words.
abundance into my
Abundance.
rising.
I am so happy and grateful now.
I think that's the thing too. Like people are not grateful for what they got. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like
Being
people
present.
be present in situation, but are people like it comes back to the education. It's like
Right.
some
Yeah.
people probably just are not being taught
You don't know what you don't know.
You just
Right.
don't.
I have a question. So this is something I've been thinking about, and like I've done, I've read about it, whatever. So, being present. How do I word this? Like, how do you be present while still thinking about your future?
But being present doesn't stop you. You don't ever stop thinking about your future.
Okay.
But I think sometimes when you focus on the future, you're focusing on how you're gonna get there most times,
Instead of
and not the actual destination.
Okay.
Because when you focus on the destination, you're just focusing on the why.
mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know if that answers the question.
No, actually, yes, it does.
Yeah.
Like, because that's something I was thinking about. Like, you know what I mean? Because I do think about where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, what I want to do. Sometimes I get lost in the sauce a little bit because I'm so focusing on what I have to do that sometimes, like, while still being in prison, still doing things I want to do, I get like a little bit worrisome because it's kind of like I need to make sure I need to do this, and that for this, that. You know what I mean? I'm like thinking so far ahead. Instead of really just taking the necessary like first baby steps. I overwhelm myself. That's how I see it. And then I saw it and I was like, yo, let me ask Shirley, let me ask Key, see what they think about it, see how their perspective is, so I can really just
Yeah. I mean, people think in the future a lot. Like I think about my future too.
mm-hmm.
But I think sometimes it's like once you know, like, okay, this is my purpose, cool. It really honestly don't matter the destination of your future.
Right.
You're just knowing like this right here is what's gonna get me right here. I don't care what's in between it. I'm just gonna do it. It's kind of like having like a tunnel vision, but like to be honest, tunnel vision don't really exist because you're focusing on the light that you can't honestly really see yet.
Right.
Like you can't see your future until your future actually physically happens. It's kind of like the belief system. You have to believe that your future is already set and done. You just have to do the proper things to get there. That's why a lot of people, like people who's really grounded and know what they want, they just do it like naturally because it was like it's gonna get there. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know I have to do this and then get there.
Just trusting in the guidance of the universe.
Literally, like because I had that issue too. It's like I'm like in my mid-20s,
right?
I'm like really close to 30.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah,
people think like, but everybody thinks like that because we're so accustomed to, especially now with like so many young kids being like damn near millionaires, billionaires at the age of 18, and you're like 25 and you're like, where the hell was I?
What
was I doing? And to be honest, we live through the same thing. It's just the way the world has moved is allowed people to move a lot quicker and a lot sooner. So like in our situation, we grew up when technology was evolving.
Yeah.
They already had it. So things that wasn't accessible to them or to us is now accessible to them.
Right.
And I think that also has to do with that massive success from our youth
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that they're you know how they say like our mind only operates at like 5% of its capacity?
Yeah.
So I feel like what increases that percentage is your ability to unlearn quickly and adapt to a new idea and apply it, right?
That's
So
literally
the
what it
fast,
is.
yeah. So the faster you're able to do that, the more capacity of your brain you're using, right? And I feel like this younger generation has that. Like they're able to be like,
Right.
they can think like this. They can be like, okay, I think A, and then B comes, and they're like, nah, B's it. And then they
And
just
they
go to
just-
B.
yeah.
And they're able to do that continuously. Like if
Yeah.
they get to B and they see C, and they're like, nah, C look a little better though. And they
D.
like they're able to do like they're able to adapt so much. So like
Yeah.
they're able to utilize their resources better. Cause they
Right.
don't put themselves they don't put themselves in this monolithic state of mind.
Yeah, because it's also too like how we talk about like mindset, gratitude. You know, even in like six figure, seven, like we sit down with six figure, 7 figure earners on a
Right.
day-to-day basis. Some people don't know that exists.
Right.
They think like you can't go sit with a 6 figure, 7 figure earner. It's not possible for you to get there.
There's no accessibility for that. If you don't got it, you don't have access. to
Yeah,
that.
like they feel like most people probably think like, oh, they probably had to do something to go be with them.
right.
When in reality, for one, you don't know how they did it.
Right.
But why would you think negative on somebody else's lifestyle?
Because that's the only way they feel like you can get it.
That's
yeah,
the-
exactly. And that's why like people need to understand it's so much more out there. Because like even in what we do, to do what we do, you have to have at least 10K in your pocket to even
Right.
try to get started. In like 20 years ago, well now you
Yeah.
can literally put $100 and you just learn what somebody took 20 years to
you
learn.
market it right.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This nigga's doing no N-word.
No, and
There's people doing it for like $17, but we gonna talk about that.
we're not gonna talk about that right now.
We're not gonna talk about
We
it,
not
but
gonna
you
talk
know
about
it's
that.
out there. But
Yeah.
it's like
guys, right
if
there.
if you want to change in your life,
you
you need to realize
do it.
you gotta
You
put you
just
gotta
gotta
put
do
yourself
it.
out. Yeah, you just gotta do
You,
it. You
like,
can't think.
like the thing is, money is a tool.
Yeah.
It is
Literally.
to literally fund whatever it is that you're passionate, what you love in this life. Like, what is it? Something like I like to ask people, like, yo, if money was not in the problem, and there's an
Mhm.
unlimited amount of money, whatever, you know what I mean? What would you be doing right now? What would make you happy that you can do it and you could never get paid for it?
Yo, you
would
know-
absolutely get up and just do it.
You know what's a good question to pair with that?
What's up?
And if you had all the money in the world and there wasn't any suffering,
Ooh, can
'Cause a lot
we're
of the
gonna remember
time-
this later.
because a lot of the time when you ask if what would you do if there was all the money in the world, they go, oh, I would dedicate my life to helping people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But if there was no suffering, like if there's all the money in the world, why you gotta there's
Yeah.
no suffering. You don't gotta
Right.
help that person. You feel me? You don't gotta help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
know
people
exactly what
are
you mean.
natural. They're natural to helping people.
Mhm.
Now,
Right.
granted, everybody knows
Well,
this,
Especially
but
and
especially when you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like
especially
if
when
you
you have.
ask me that question, I would tell you like, oh, I would help people. I would like now, like I dedicate my life to community work. I dedicate my life to my people. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But once we get this bag and we end mass suffering, like
big
I'm about to be
bag.
wilding. Like I want to rap. I want to make music. I want to like.
Yo,
I
can
want
I
to
be
like.
in your music video?
Yeah, bro. Like
as a
I
model?
want to do art. Like I want to like there's just so much I want to do
Absolutely.
once suffering is gone.
And you will.
But if you wouldn't get the answer from me if you just asked me what you gonna do if you got all the
Fact.
money
Thank
in
you
the
for that. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
that's
for
a
that.
fact.
Thank you.
because a lot of people do things because of money,
world.
Right.
not like because they think money is the key to like their happiness
Right.
or like that situation that they want to be in. Like you want that penthouse, for example, right?
Right.
Obviously, money is going to get you there, but once you get it,
Mm-hmm.
What,
what do
you
you
gonna
do? What do you do
Like,
next?
I feel like it all comes from within.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like
you
your
gotta-
purpose.
your
Like
purpose.
I'm gonna be in this penthouse, but I still go to what I want to do every day.
Right.
Like you know, like
it's just I feel like what is it? I feel like it's like, extra. Like, you know how when you have something here and it should be like the cherry on top?
Yeah.
Like it's like the cherry on top. So like damn, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
and that's the thing too is like people be thinking like once they get the money, that's what they go buy first, and then they realize they're not happy and they fall into like
Because
this
it's the
depression almost.
intimate materialistic
Yeah.
things like
Because they're so accustomed to thinking like that's
Right.
what they need because
It's-
everybody else got
Right.
it.
Stature
status.
and status.
Right. Like if I get this car and I get this big house and this and another. I'm gonna be living my life to the fullest. Excuse me.
That's
Shouldn't you
that's why it's so
be?
important to heal your childhood
Yep.
trauma, because you're
Mhm.
like filling those voids with like
Cars and jewelry and
That's why, like,
like
you gotta find your purpose.
literally, you really gotta find your purpose. Like for me, it's experiences.
Like, for real.
It's all about the experience. This life, the fruits of the fruits of this life.
Mm-hmm.
My people, it's like I've been to places and I've seen some things and I'm like, God, or your higher power. Wow. Like I've been to some and I am so thankful. Like, so it's about the experiences. Like I don't give a fuck about no fucking.
We should do like a curse cap.
Oh God.
Like, like, all right, Jojo, you get 5 curses.
Can we
use
do
them,
that?
Use them
Should we have,
wisely.
like,
Well, then I'm just gonna use mine in all one sentence.
right? Or should we have
That's
like a
the
swear
Texas
jar?
to her. That's the go big or go home.
Right? Should we have a swear jar? I would love. I've seen
A
those.
swear jar.
Can we have one?
Let me tell you, I'm
And then we could
pay y'all
donate it.
10K.
We can donate it. Can we do that? Let's do a swear jar. Cause my people. Sorry, mommy. Everybody else. Like, I got a potty mouth. Like, I got a potty mouth.
Who
But you
doesn't?
know what I mean? That's what it is. It is what it is.
No judgments over here.
Yeah.
No judgment over it.
So
This
let's-
was really
let's-
great.
Swear jar.
This was really
Now
great.
we know.
I'm really happy that we're here.
Right.
So I'm so happy. But that kind of wraps up today.
Right.
Again, I am your host, Key, with my 2 lovely ladies, JoJo and Shirley. We definitely can't wait to just really show y'all like what we
I'm
got.
excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
So until next time,
Arrivederci. Oh wait.
see y'all next week.
See you next week.
See ya.